What's up, you guys? Back with another video. This one is in response to another video I did where we were comparing the 205 and the 225 tire sizes. So that one sparked some really good opinions and some debate in the comments, and I wanted to address that, because that pretty much inspired this video right here. Alright, so I'm pretty much going to be showing you a 0 to 60 acceleration test. We're going to do the EG with the 949s on it, 225/50 tires. Then I'm going to swap out the N keys and put the 205/50s on the EG. And we'll go doing the same exact test. So that's going to be coming up soon. But quick, let me go over some stuff, and please stick with me here. Listen to what I have to say. It'll make more sense than when we do the test later. Firstly, I want to say a thank you to Mark Tomlinson. He correctly pointed out to me that in the last video I had said the sidewall difference, from the 225 to 205 was just because of the tire stretch. And guys, believe me or not, I swear to God I knew that, Mark. But thank you so much for pointing that out, man, because you're absolutely correct. And I don't know why the hell I didn't say that. 50% of the overall proportion of the tire, the 225, 50, the 50% of the 225 sidewall, and the same with the 205s. The 50 sidewall is 50% of the 205 width. That's what makes up those differences. So thank you for correcting me, and I just wanted to put that out there and say thank you, but also to correct myself. So as I said, guys, in that comment section, there really was some really good opinions and some good debate going on between the 225 and 205 tire sizes on the 15x8 wheel. I would say that it was almost split. There was people definitely pro 225 and people who were definitely against 205. I would say the people who were pro 225, they maybe just, they've experienced it themselves. They want to put that knowledge on me and say hey, this is really good for autocross and time attack. Those are the messages I kept getting. But so then also the people who were against it, the ones who were, for 205s, they were pretty much saying that's the biggest size that should ever be on a 90s Honda. And again, you guys, I totally respect that. I'm not attacking anyone's opinions, okay? They were pretty much saying 205, that's the widest I would ever go because, turning is going to be more precise, acceleration, all that kind of stuff. And I would say that is the number one thing that people pointed out to me who were against the 225s. Every single one of them said, I hope you realize your acceleration is going to be worse. What the F are you doing? Some of them were more colorful like that. But so the one question that no one asked me though was, is acceleration my number one priority? Because it's not. So let me explain a bit further, you guys. Two different schools of thought I kind of think is going into this. Building a car for the street and building a car for the track. Keep in mind, I am building this car for the track. So if you're building a car for the street, I get it. Acceleration is everything. Because if you're doing a street race, which I do not condone, seriously, you guys, I do not condone the street race, but hey, I know it happens. But so acceleration is everything. You want to be able to just get on that power as quick as possible, leave the line as quick as possible with decent amount of traction to get going, not wheel spin, so drag racing. But I am building this car for the track. And so bear with me here, this is just my thought process, okay? You're totally allowed to have your own opinion, but this is mine. I believe that the 225 is going to help me keep the momentum out there. I feel that momentum is gonna produce a better lap time because out at the firm, out of 11 turns, or 12, depends on how you count the turns, there's only one low speed corner, and that's a hairpin, where even on my all seasons I was taking it at about 30 miles an hour. It was 28, 29 miles an hour. And so with these, I'm definitely thinking that mile per hour is gonna even go up. But every other turn is 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, and then there's the main straight, which is a huge main straight. I really don't know how long it is, maybe some of y'all can look it up, but it's probably a quarter to a half a mile at least. It's big. And so I'm definitely thinking that bigger wheel tire size is going to help me maintain that momentum going down there. And then the biggest thing with the 225 width for me is I feel that going into the corners, I'm gonna be able to carry more speed, because when I lean over on the car, let's say I'm taking a left, I'm leaning on the right-hand side of the car, I feel that the bigger contact patch and the stickier tire is going to allow me to maintain more speed through that corner, hit the apex, get on the throttle sooner then. Because last time I was out there, when I would start to get on that throttle, man, the car would start to get really squirrely. Like I would either have massive amounts of understeer coming in, or I'd be almost kicking out the rear coming out, because it's like that lift off kind of oversteer that happens with front wheel drives. And the car was just so squirrely coming out of those corners. So I really feel that with the 225s, I'll be able to hold that corner harder. I'm gonna stick to the ground more, get on the throttle harder, leave the corner better. And then coming down that main straight, like I said, carry more speed. So again, you guys, this is just my opinion, okay? And this is totally a test, man. It's totally a test. The good thing about tires is they don't last, right? So if the 225s don't work out, if I'm just like, you know what? I feel like I would like more acceleration, or it's just not quite working out for me, maybe it is too wide, I can always change. I can always go down to a 205. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, man. You know, let me have mine. I get it if you share a different opinion, but don't attack me for having mine, because this isn't hurting anybody, okay? This is just my car. Let me have fun with it. Just as you should have fun with your car and do what you want to do. Don't worry about what everyone else is saying. Again, I am going to do what I'm going to do here. I'm just kind of making a response, you know? I'm allowed to stand up for myself, right? But so everyone's allowed to have their opinion. And I think one of the maybe bigger points that was a little more technical, it seemed, was Callie, I believe is how you're going to say the name. And I appreciate your input, man. He was talking about how the gearing is going to be a little bit different because of the wheel tire size now. And, you know, I don't know how that's going to go. Maybe it'll affect me. I don't know. You know, we'll see. Like I said, it's all about carrying that momentum in my mind for right now. So, again, I really appreciate all your guys' input. I definitely do. Please always put it in there, but let's be respectful towards each other, okay? All right, you guys, so now let's get into it. Thank you so much for bearing with me through that talk. I really hope you all took something from it. Go ahead and put your comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking, okay? So we're gonna get into this 0 to 60 test. I swear to God, I do not know what is going to happen in this test. All of these videos, I film it and then I react to what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out now because those wheels are already on it. We'll go ahead and do the test. I'll explain to you what I'm gonna do out there, and then we'll come back, change out the end keys, do it over again. I'm headed out to just a little spot. Like I said before, I live kind of out by an orange grove. That's what all that is out right there. So there's not a whole lot of anything going on right out around me, so I don't feel bad about what I'm gonna go do. Just a 0 to 60 acceleration. Like I said, I don't condone street racing, you guys, and maybe I can already see the comments like, oh, you're street racing out there. But no, I'm gonna go do a little 0 to 60 acceleration here. There's no one around, so yeah, we'll go do that. Right now I'm in the car with the 949s on, so 225/50 on the 15x8 949s. We're gonna go do this test. I have a little camera set up right there so that we can monitor the 0 to 60, and I'm gonna put a little timer on the screen so that we can accurately judge both of these wheel tire combos. So yeah, just headed to the spot, and then I'll catch up with you in a minute. So I am shifting a little bit early. The TAC is playing games, the RPMs. So I'm shifting at about 6,000. I'm gonna do the same with the end keys. You know, whether or not it warms up in that time, I'm gonna shift at the same points each time. Okay, back in from the first trip. 949s are done. Did my 0 to 60. The tachometer is being stupid today, of course. So I'm shifting a little early. Excuse me, I'm shifting at 6,000 RPM. Instead of 6,500. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing with the end keys. I'm gonna shift at 6,000 as well, even if it warms up and it's working fine, just so that the test is as accurate as it can be. So like, I get it, you guys. This is not a perfectly scientific test or nothing like that, okay? I am trying to do the same things with the different wheels. So I'm gonna go out there, I'm revving up to 4,000 RPM, I'm pretty much dumping the clutch, and I'm going. I'm shifting at 6,000 RPM, I'm doing it in the same exact spot. I am not like going and extensively warming up the tires first. I'm just driving to the spot, doing the test. I'm gonna let the car cool down while I change out the end keys, and then I'm gonna go do the same thing. So, you know, this isn't Mythbusters here. It's not the perfect test, but it is what it is, okay? We're gonna see what the times are. I'm trying to replicate it exactly what I'm doing for both, and we'll see what they are. Here's the car with both 949 on the rear and the end key on the front. Definitely changes the look in the field, doesn't it? It's crazy. I definitely prefer the 949s, I gotta say. Like that looks cool, kind of looks like an old school look, you know, like the NQ92 is supposed to provide. Definitely looks like more of a street kind of thing. Obviously, it's still sitting like an F-150, so the gap is disgusting on it. But yeah, so there it is. Took a minute, but I got it. End keys with the 205s on the EG. Definitely looks different, doesn't it? Definitely looks different. And then some of you I know really wanted to see the EK on the 949s. And there you go. That looks pretty sick, huh? I think it looks awesome. There's no way I could run those size wheels and tires though on the current setup that I have. Like, I'd have to raise the car a bit. The backs are pretty good, but the fronts are pretty much on that fender. All right, so the car is all cool again. Got the end keys with the 205s on the EG, and now I'm gonna go take it out. We're gonna do that same test. I'm gonna rev it up to 4,000 RPM, dump the clutch, go, get up to 60. I'm gonna be shifting at 6,000 RPM, just like last time, and yeah, we'll compare. And here comes test number 2. So there you have it, guys. Pretty cool to see the results back to back like that, isn't it? Like taking the wheels off, using one set and going and testing with another set. It really gives you that back to back like feeling of difference and the data. And you know, it is as predicted, right? The smaller diameter wheel tire combo accelerated faster than the bigger wheel tire combo. It was like, what, 1.3 seconds difference, 0 to 60. So yeah, that makes a difference, man. And if you're drag racing, absolutely that makes a difference. But again, you guys, hold on to your comments for 1 second, okay? Because again, I am not drag racing. Let me repeat, I am not drag racing. The track that I drive on has one low speed corner where I'll be coming out of a low speed corner. Like I said, it's around 30 miles an hour in my Steelies. It's obviously gonna be a little bit more now. But so what I am saying is, do not judge me in this car as a drag racing setup. Please. It is not a drag racing setup. I really want to hammer this home, you guys, because I can already hear the comments like, I told you so, blah, I told you. Like, that's great. Smaller diameter wheel tire combo, of course, it's going to accelerate better than a larger wheel tire combo. But again, my point in getting the 225s and the wheel tire combo that I have is I am trying to keep up momentum. I will not be coming out of a slow part of the track except for one corner out of 11. All the other ones are higher speed where I'm carrying a lot of momentum into those turns. And so that is what I really want to test with this car, you guys. I want to be going out to the firm and test out, can I keep the momentum up? Larger wheel tire combo on that big straight, I think is gonna help me carry more speed, hopefully carry more speed into the turns and get onto the power quicker and longer when I'm coming out of the exits, when I'm exiting the corners. So yeah, that was a really cool test, you guys. I'm so happy I did that, and I hope you guys are happy to see that as well, because I haven't seen a whole lot of other test stuff like that going on with these type of channels. So yeah, please comment and like it, and tell me what y'all think. So that's just kind of what I think this car needs, you guys. I feel like I want to try to keep up that momentum. That's important to me, and for what I want to try to go for right now. What I want to say is that I am not a know-it-all, and I will never claim to be. And if anyone thinks they're a know-it-all, well, I don't really think I trust them either. So this is an experiment, man. 225s, I want to try it. I want to see if I can carry more momentum around this track that is a faster track. It is not a stop and go kind of track. So to me, in my mind, that makes sense, and I really want to give it a shot, and I am going to. But, I never will say that, oh, I'm only right, that's it. I am totally open to going to different tire sizes. And if a 205 is something that, will help me, obviously I want to go to it. So I'm going to try these 225s this first track time, and probably for quite a few. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. I'm really looking forward to getting out there August 26th. And by the time you guys see this, I'll be there like the next weekend. So yeah, it's here. You'll be seeing the track day videos very soon, so please stick with me. And we'll see how this car gets on with the 225s, man. I'm really excited to see what happens. But again, this is all an experiment. This whole channel is like just weaving our way through this path of track racing, and I'm showing it to you guys firsthand, unedited, so to speak. Like as I come across something, you're gonna see it. And I want to try these 225s. I hope they work out the way I want them to, and we'll find out. If not, we can always make a change, right? So it's exciting times, man. And I know there's a lot more talking in this video, so if you guys stay tuned and you're making it to this part of the video, I sincerely appreciate it. Like, I love all your guys' input. I love talking to y'all, and especially on this new iRefined Movement show. Like, it's cool talking, right? So thank you all so much for watching. Not quite sure what video you're going to see next, but track prep, and then, get into the track, man. So talk to y'all in the comments.